Alright. Good evening. If it ever works? Why doesn't it work? Wait. It tells me I'm live, but YouTube is kind of fucking up. Wait. Let's just reload that. Is it working now? No, it is not. Well, that kind of fucking sucks. That's unfortunate. That it's not running. Wait. Stream settings. Gives me very mixed messages here. Telling me that my live stream is offline. Wait, can I reset? No. Not what I want to do. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't currently know if my stream is running. Wait, can I? Well, apparently it is running, it's just... Okay, now it seems to work. Right, I'll just rely on that then. Okay, so few more attempts, and I'm also gonna do the the daily challenge later on. For now, however, I'm just gonna do a normal one because I don't want to risk my rapier. Don't want to risk my queen's rapier. I kind of love this weapon. Okay, so it is gonna be a brutality run. I do not know what mutations are good for the queen's rapier. No clue. It will probably be the damned vigor. It will maybe, if I get one, I frontline shield. Well, fuck you, wizard man. Yeah, frontline shield, I think mostly because I want the extra damage. Skill-wise, I'm not sure. Don't really think there's anything that just works very well with the Queen's Rapier. At least, like, brutality-wise. I'll see, I think. Also, I will bring along the Hunter Grenade and hope to get to the Undying Shores. Dilapidated Arboretum is apparently incentivized. I do kinda prefer the punishment. The frontline shield mainly just because it increases the damage you do for the next 6 seconds. So if I get that, I should be able to deal quite a lot of damage with this rapier. A secondary weapon would be kinda neat if I got something that does some kind of CC or increases my damage. I don't know. if brutality has anything in that regard. And well, I think the Queen's Rapier would work with the like holding two buttons thing. I kind of don't want to do that though. Ooh, watermelon. And a small medkit with an infection in it. That defeats the purpose of a medkit. Okay. Good. Get the hunter grenade. Instead of the corrupted power, maybe later. Maybe later. Then I haven't seen the challenge rift. Could be I've just overlooked it. Most likely I've just overlooked it. Unfortunately only 26. I do still need to do some of the bosses flawlessly. I think the only ones I've beaten flawless at least once are Conjunctivius and the Scarecrow. You know what, the melee is probably really good. The melee is kind of just really surprised me the last few times I've used it. To be fair, those were weapons, I think, that were slightly faster, but this thing has the weird, like, time slice, where enemies just can't act during the second slice. I'll take that. Whoop. Have some cheese. Maybe I should just... Also, that apparently pierces through shields, which is very nice to know. What do we have down here? Nothing. Okay, that's the prison already. That is the prison already. So we at least know where to go later on. Soldier grenade. I'm still thinking of trying something with like a scheme build. So throw a nade at people or phaser. I hate those stupid birds. And I have to admit, the rapier kind of lacks aiming upwards. It is a bit lacking in the vertical regards. Morass of the Banished is incentivized. That means it's probably gonna be armor tech. A big skull. Big bird skull. And apparently someone stuffed corpses into a tree. Like, I've seen a lot of weird, like, quarantine things. But some of what was done here really takes all the cakes. Yep. Don't get eaten by the plant. Two. Thank you for waiting once again. And some money, some more money. Honestly, I feel like you always want to go to the incentivized areas regardless of what you're looking for. Mostly because it gives you enough money to forever buy enough food. Like, it gives you so much money you can basically get infinite flask charges. Which, at this point, I'll probably also need, because I took an unreasonable amount of damage there. No, you don't. Do not throw a rock at me. Oh, we have teleporting boys. In that case, yeah, I'll just drink. Right, so there's nothing further here. There is a shop, which I might want to visit. Weapon shop. Right, I don't think there's anything weapon-wise that would help get more damage out of the Queen's Rapier. Except the frontline shield. That should get us a good amount of extra damage. Against melee attacks, I'm pretty sure it's only against melee attacks. Okay. Hate those stupid eaters. Alright, brutality skills. Now, damage-wise, the most damage is probably gonna be just a... yeah, the corrupted power. But I'm not sure whether I want that. Since it is also a lot of damage to me. Money. Apparently you can kill them while they're in a wall, but not through a wall. I feel like killing something in a wall would be harder. I currently don't really have money to buy anything anyway, since I've bought the frontline shield as a slight upgrade. The upwards arrow does exactly not enough damage. And I hate it. For these guys, just make sure you don't hit them in the back. Right. That's a no. This room is done. There should be one more room. I think it's always like 3 rooms. Stupid mushroom. That cost me, once again, way more health than I should have taken there. Right. A food shop. The Morass of the Banished probably has one. Door. That's a no. The Morass of the Banished should have a food shop. Everything in this area hates me, and I had everything in it. I'd love to not have to heal beforehand. Well, so much for that. That's probably gonna require another heal. Is this the exact same item? It's the exact same item. Wrong direction. Another chest. Throwable objects. Probably not. Like, the throwable objects can be very fun, but I feel like we are not going for that. That was stupid. Right. Unfortunate. Really looked forward to that weapon. Also, for some reason now YouTube... Let me just... switch to that. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the... the daily. Looking forward to what other blueprints you can get there. I think I need like 2 more of them. Also this time look at the map first. Where is he? He's all the way over there. So I go down, then to the right, right, and then up there. Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck you, mushroom. I do like that you can kind of dodge enemy projectiles just by eating a scroll at the right moment. Oh, an elite. Sure. Okay, 1 second. Oh, the elite doesn't follow me? Yeah, in that case I'm just gonna... Where are all of these mushrooms? Fucking hell. Feels like I'm in a Smurf village. Whatever. Throw a door at him. Like, it's the concierge, he will not be hard. Jump at me. Should have done that earlier. Holy shit. Taking a lot more damage than I should, but not enough that I'm really all that worried. Like, again, it's a concierge. Whatever. Next within 1 daily victory. Right. So that's probably gonna be in a while, depending on how often I play. I currently am like, I kinda want to switch it up with Hades and Monster Train. Also, I'm still thinking about getting new Metroidvanias in. And then I just, like, really like playing Deadlock right now. So, streams might be shorter. Also, let me roll. We get a 2, that's the big sword. Okay, big sword acquired. Which does crit on the 2nd and 3rd hits. On the other hand, I have a spiked shield, which is probably one of the best melee weapons. It is not as patently absurd as the barbed shield in... Curse of the Dead Gods, but it is a close second. Fuck you, Wizard Man. It's still kind of weird to me that the barbed shield in Curse of the Dead Gods was a normal item, and the equivalent of the parry shield that throws back projectiles was a... like, legendary darkness item. Still a bit weird to me. Ooh, money. Is the door gonna close? No. I just realized that is the exact same sword that the big guards in the castle have. I never thought about that. But yeah, you get it from a castle guard, so it makes sense. Oh well, from her corpse, that is, but still. Close enough. Not gonna get anything right now. Because I can't afford anything right now. No challenge rift. Now, what do I take with the broadsword? I feel like a stun would be okay. So the cudgel. And the wolf trap. I feel like the wolf trap is always the correct choice if you go survival or tactics. Promenade of the Condemned is incentivized. Okay, wait, kill the wizard man. Whoop, I saw you. It's just money. And I feel like the stun, or like something that allows you to get these second and third hits in without danger, would probably be a good combo for the sword, for the broadsword. Now the melee, unfortunately not, because I'm not gonna go brutality. Also, unfortunately, no 30 kills. Toxic sewers, right. Promenade of the Condemned then. And then we'll see. I'll always go to the in-between dungeons. For better or for worse. Also, I'm getting very slightly faster. Can I reroll you into slowing? Yes. In that case, I can take the frostbite. And the frostbite should help. That did cost me a lot of money, though. The frostbite will mostly help. I also just learned that you can animation cancel this sword. Which also very much helps. Which Okay, I just wanted to say that it feels kind of weird to claim it can't be interrupted if you can very easily interrupt it. But then I remembered it says interrupted by enemy attack, so I think that is still valid. Okay. That is a shop. Minus 30% on crowbars? Too early. Absolutely fucking not. Not in the promenade. Like, with everything else, Easton was right, and the promenade absolutely fucking sucks when it's cursed. That was the wrong choice. So no upgrades for me. I would like to not drink yet. No machete for today. Now I should be able to drop at least a food from an enemy and from a wall. And hope that it isn't infected by the Malays. That was very lucky. Fuck. I didn't see the projectile there, I didn't see the grenadier bomb. Unfortunate. Now what do we get? 11. Wait. 11 is the third set. That's the sadist stiletto, right? Yeah. Bleeding or poisoned. Now you can give the sadist's stiletto relatively simple access to bleeding and poison, but I don't think stacking both does anything. I think, yeah, because it's just a crit, so it's not additional damage. And I don't think you can double your crit. As sad as it is. We already do have an option of getting people to bleed. And I feel like if you just take the open wound, the sadist stiletto will permanently just crit. Sell the rotten food. Whoop. 2 survival is a no. What died down there? What? So, I feel like this is definitely something I want to start with the open wounds on. Because dealing the crit, I feel, is better than the damned vigor. Also, I should not have allowed them to hit me that much. Apparently I'm getting a little bit rusty. Okay, shop. Brutality. Like, a kunai is an easy bleed. If I go with bleed, I might actually want to have that. And there we have an easy poison. So I don't actually need the open wounds because I have a poison. No challenge rift, unfortunately. Is there anything down here that I care about? Not really. How many enemies are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which is not enough. In that case, I'm just gonna leave. Well-sharpened blade cuts deeper. I think it cuts easier. But deeper, I don't know about. Right, so for now, get me the damned vigor. And for now, we're just gonna poison them. Alright. Currently the biters are kind of just eating people, which is neat. But I feel like that will not remain. There is... I can see it. A Misericorde. Your malaise cheer has increased. Give me that eyeball. Okay, we can go to the left. There were some enemies there. Like, it gets very easy crits. The sadist stiletto here. Gets us very easy crits. And with that, we also get very easy staggers on most enemies. So it isn't bad. The victims freeze nearby enemies, also kinda neat. Probably not the best thing you could have on it, but a good addition. If I had the legendary kunai for bleeding spreads to nearby enemies, that feels like it could be strong as well with us. I think the legendary kunai or the legendary blood shield. Swift blade. Swift sword. Swiftblade. Is Swiftblade a... It feels like it's a character in Dota. But I don't think so. I think that's just Juggernaut. Which, if you didn't know, random fun fact for no fucking reason, Juggernaut for some reason has a lower base attack time than other characters. Wait, I don't know why that is still in my mind after all this time. But it is. Okay, we cannot have both of them. Unfortunately. Get me some health. But yeah, like, I think he has 1.5 base attack time. Most other characters have 1.7. I think 1.7 is the standard. There are some that have a different one. Like, I believe Treant has, what, 1.8 or something? But most have just 1.7. And everyone that is different is weird. Because it's just, why? Like, Juggernaut is supposed to be some kind of samurai. Maybe because of that. I don't know, maybe it's actually from... Because his base model was the Orc Swordmaster, I believe. Was it called Swordmaster? Like the Orc hero that had the sword. Hellscream, I believe. And, well, their versions. Maybe they already had that and they just kept it for Dota. I haven't played Dota since like 2019 and I kind of still remember that for some reason. Sure, I'll take that. Poison heals you. I could actually just use this right this second. Sure, just hang up there then. There's some holy water. Do I want that? Not sure. Otherwise, yeah, we have... Like, I'm in an election committee and we kind of fucked up, so we have to go... go there tomorrow and fix it. But... that will probably take a few hours. It'll probably take a few hours. And then I'll see if I can stream tomorrow. Maybe not. Probably not. Maybe I'll just get home and play Deadlock for 6 hours again. Which is weird, because I'm not even good at it. Very bad Deadlock player. I'm generally not that great at shooters, which is why I don't really play them a whole lot. But if you ever want a challenging game, you always take a multiplayer game. Because if there's no other players, at some point the challenge is like, what would you call that? Routine. And with other players, that should not happen. Which is why I played a lot of Dota. Like 6,000 hours, and again that much in like League. I still prefer Dota though. Yeah, Dota is just straight better. I have the... Have I missed anything? There's a scroll fragment that I want. The 500 gold I don't really care about, but the scroll fragment I want to grab. And then I can go to the prison. So that's tomorrow. Then I'll go grocery shopping with my mother. Which is always a nice time. Saturday is nothing, so I can maybe actually get 2 streams in. I kind of want to continue Blueprints. I'm just scared that I haven't played it in so long that I forgot most of the puzzles. I still have my handy little book where I wrote everything down. But I will probably have forgotten a bunch. And after that, I don't know. Like, there are more games I want to play, but I am really anxious to start something new on stream. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm just generally a kind of anxious person. Alright, get me. Get me the Predator? You know what? Sure, get me the Predator. Corrupted Prison. They have... What do they have? They don't have the Invisible Boys, they have the training dummies. For Protect. Must have been the wind. Fuck. That was such a lucky save there, and then I get hit again. Oh well. Next weapon. Let's see what we get. 7. That's the second set. And then on Sunday, there's actually a new board game meetup. Which I'm looking forward to. It's the first one I'm in as in like a position of the... What is it called? Board? It's the comb or the quick bow. You know what? I'm craving a long-ranged bolt. Been doing a lot of brutality and survival and melee lately. Unfortunately, the quick bow cannot stack combo. That's a rotten beetroot. And now I'll get tactics. What do I get in concordance with that? I feel like the barbed arrows, barbed tips, not really for mobs, but more for bosses. That's a deployable. I'll take that. Like, if I see that correctly, this bow does not have any stagger potential. But it do be doing damage. That reminds me, I wanted to set up a... just thinking of the board game meetup, I was thinking we wanted to do more Blood on the Clock Tower, so maybe I should set that up. Maybe I should set up a poll on that. I really want to try a build where I can use the caltrops. So maybe I'll just do that. Though it really feels like the javelin would be the best weapon for that. Also, what is incentivized? The arboretum is incentivized. I do not need a heal, apparently. Wonderful. Maybe shouldn't sell it yet, but... Grab that. There's nothing here, not even a challenge rift. The bow does aim slightly, which is very much appreciated. And then I can take both the long range option or the point blank option. Fucked. Out of ammo. Yeah, I can take both the tranquility and the point blank for damage buffs, depending on how far I want to get to them. But unfortunately, the poison does not trigger on ranged attacks. I'm really kind of surprised at how little ranged attacks trigger this here. You'd kind of think that maybe ranged attacks have as... Like, I can understand why brutality stuff only works on melee attacks, because most brutality weapons are melee. But, like, why does parry not work against ranged attacks? Why does... and I mean parry feats mainly. Why do... here, combo and such? Well, those are brutality things. But yeah, there's some stuff that only triggers on if you do it in melee, and I kinda hate that. I just change my outfit again. No challenge rift. Sad. Hello! Sorry I didn't pay attention. YouTube is kind of not working right now, at least on my end, so... If I overlook you, please excuse that. Reveals invisible enemies that I will need. Not the stats I want, but I think this is the prison depths area. So I kind of think I have to do that. Good evening. Yeah, like, YouTube does not show me any viewers right now, which is annoying. I feel like there's something broken there. Okay. I really think this is not the best area for bow. However, the birds can eat it. And the mushrooms are kind of just without recourse. I would love to have a couch such as this. Oh, wait, this outfit. Why don't you do it? It's not tongue pillow, it's a bunch of leather-bound books, and wonder which noble had the person that garden here. I think it's the queen, wasn't it the queen? But yeah. You missed basically just 2 or 3 runs, I don't actually remember, where I fucked up and died relatively early on. Which was sad because I had like 2 weapons that I kinda liked. And now we have the quick bow, which I also don't mind. But I don't think it's my favorite. Especially if you miss. Yeah. But I think my plan is to get the Damned Vigor next. Most of my boss damage is probably gonna be from the barbed tips. And maybe some crits. And a deployable. I definitely need to use that more. That deployable. Okay, so we have found the prison. We have some cake, in case we need it. Now we're just gonna go hunt for... Gonna go hunt for some scrolls. I kinda wanna try to beat Conjunctivius. Kinda wanna try beating Conjunctivius or the Tick flawlessly. So you're not the prison, meaning you are just an item or something. Wait, you are the prison. Oh wait, that's just a teleport. Why didn't I use that then? I thought that's a prison. 12:46 a.m. here. I would probably be already in bed. Thanks to... I absolutely hate it, but I have to have a very rigid, like, sleep cycle because of work. Back when I was in school, I would just sleep during my lessons. But now I can't really do that anymore. Oh, scorpion. Get me... Nah, don't take the other one to keep the hunter grenade. The cudgel is kinda neat. Just stun enemies and then beat the shit out of them. Poison knife, dude. Hate you. But no, it's just like... It's not even... It's not even technically night yet, I don't believe. As per the generally agreed upon definition. Also challenge rift. That I'll take. I will keep with the reveals invisible enemies for now. Until at least until I'm out of the prison depths. Okay, I fucking hate this setup. I always get hit by that one. And apparently this one. Unless I have an additional jump. Come down here. The archer still has stuff for me? What? How? Why the archer? Thankfully, archer isn't really that difficult an enemy. But yeah, currently I mostly just go to bed at about midnight. Because I have to wake up shortly after, like at around 8 a.m. And mostly I wake up at like 7:45. Though tomorrow I'll have to wake up earlier. Tomorrow I have to wake up at 6. Which I always hate. Because I can't fall asleep earlier. No elite. I still need kills for the 60 kills for the extra thing. These axes are recommended, are in the shop so often right now, and I do not know why. I'm surprised the axe didn't hit me. Okay. Managed to ignore the laser successfully. He just jumped off. Why did he do that? Stupid bird. Hate all these spikes here. And I already dropped the food, so I don't think I'd get any more. Okay, one more room. Is it an elite eater? It is. And he just jumped into the fucking spikes. Alright. Okay, apparently I deal enough damage to kill them before they can shoot me, throw a rock at me. I recently saw a video about, like, slings again. Like the Balearic ones. And it is kind of terrifying how heavy those hit. I kind of want to try it, but I'm already bad with a bow, so I won't hit anything. Oh. Nearly overlooked you. Skill-wise, do I want anything? I think a wolf trap. To just keep enemies around while I pelt them. The ramparts are incentivized, so that would be counterintuitive. However, the second I go into the prison depths, it's probably going to be something else. Cards, that's not really relevant. And whenever I see them, I kind of want to play Slay the Spire again, but then I remember that I don't like that game. And it annoys me. Actually, I think it mostly annoys me that I don't like that game, because by all accounts it's probably just a good game. That is a rotten food, we don't eat that. Oh, that's just a room. Okay, I thought there's a room. The fact that you can pelt enemies before they even notice you're there, or shooting at them, it's still weird to me. Like, I'm surprised they don't turn around at the first arrow. How many enemies do I need to kill? 17. That is not enough on the map. So, off I go. To get cursed. But at least I will see the enemies. Alright, give me damned vigor. Across. Do I care about that? Not really. Not really what I'm going for right now. Close. Close one. Close one. Okay. I survived the curse. And it only cost me 1 flask. I'm going up here now. Okay, this one's not going as bad as I thought it would. It is weird that these guys just still get behind you. It is also weird that enemies that are rooted cannot turn around. The cudgel is just really neat against these enemies. Because most of them telegraph their attacks relatively hard. Also, can you stop with your stupid birds? Okay, now I need tactics on my scrolls. And we are at Malaise 1. Cudgel also gives you quite a lot of time to just shoot the guys. I do have wolf traps, and I can't really take anything else because I have the... because I kind of need the hunter grenade still. I really like the cudgel. I feel like it's one of the best shields if you're a beginner, because it teaches you that parrying is really, really good. Which I believe is it's also one of the first shields you get, if I recall correctly. Well, absolutely not. And we just shoot him in the back 15 times. Unfortunately, not what I'm going with right now. Hokuto's bow I would probably take. Hokuto's bow I think would actually be really neat. Since I do be hitting quite a lot. Okay, you need to die first, and then you. I'm out of arrows. I'm no longer out of arrows. Hate the spinners. Hate that the retaliation doesn't really get you all that much health back if you're not in melee. Or the... what is it? The rally. What do we get? Not really anything I'm into. Hokuto's bow could be good. What else could be good? Something that roots or stuns. Morass? Morass. Something that roots or stuns. It depends. Like, I very much enjoy parrying, so I tried that a lot at the start, and it worked out over time. Hunter's Instinct, Parting Gift, Point Blank, Ranger's Gear, Support, Tactical Retreat, Tranquility. But it is definitely harder to get the timing right. That is true. Do I just want more? You know what? Fuck it. Give me more arrows. At this point, it should be physically impossible to run out of arrows. Like, yeah, just holding down the just hitting the button for hit you easier than hitting the button against them hitting you. Especially because the dodge, I feel like the dodge in this game is relatively strong. Iframe wise. Which I feel is something they took from Dark Souls mostly. Which, now I think about it, it is weird. I kind of want to beat Dark Souls, but I also kind of don't want to play it because it's fucking boring. And also now I can take a scroll with tactics on it again. Well, that dealt a lot of damage. Getting that elite with the, like, moving line in an area where you can't dodge it. Not appreciated. Now I'm looking for the food shop, definitely. But I know this area should have a food shop. Ah, dodge that. Where's my food shop at? Really could use it right about now. Catch your axe, please. Thank you. I'm pretty sure those guys mostly hit me whenever I kill them before they catch the axe again. Gold shield. I think I'd rather keep the cudgel. For the stun. Okay, you need to die. Okay, 3 more enemies to kill. Getting cursed in this area is probably one of my least... This is probably one of my least favorite areas to be cursed. Because all of the rooms are very claustrophobic. Ah, well, that's the curse done. I am at 58 health. Where's my food shop? There's a door here. The damned vigor is probably the absolute MVP of mutations. I can see you up there. Okay, unfortunately food shop is already out. And you can't really get more in it. Like, it doesn't have a restock optionality. Or functionality. It would be great if it did. Alright, give me... Do I take the boy? I don't think I take the boy. I want to fight. Want to fight the tech. Unfortunately, I don't think you can stun her, so the cudgel is not gonna do a whole lot. You stop it. Actually, I think you can stun her, but not for long. Like, she gets out very quickly. Do I fight the second tick? I could. Okay, so here's Marmatek. There's a treasure chest behind this, I believe. Yep. Crowbar is a no. On the plus side, even... Okay, you. Stop it. Even with her not being able to be stunned, I feel like I have a lot of damage. So I should be able to just kill her. Unless I fuck up horribly. Alright. 500 gold in the score fragment for that. I more and more note the lack of healing on tactics builds. Especially compared to mostly survival, but also brutality to a degree. Alright, a challenge rift, and hopefully I don't die in it, or take too much damage. How many scrolls do I have? 15. That's, I think, a good start. 16. What do I currently have? An extra jump mid-air. 2 extra jumps mid-air. No, I think I think the 1 extra jump is good enough. Fuck. Nearly perfect, but not quite good enough. Hey. Love the cudgel. Alright, item shop. I don't think I get anything. Because I already have what I want. The wolf trap and the hunter grenade. Okay. Off to Mama Tick then. And I think I'll take a sip just to make sure I don't die to her. How much does the flask actually restore? It's more than 50%, huh? Does it say anywhere? Doesn't appear that way. 600 cells and I can't use them. Alright. Let's go then. Oh, you shoot at me. Right. I feel like I kind of want to be closer to her. Oh, she's stunned. Oh, fuck. Next, 4. First one. I don't think I'll do another one to run today because I kind of want to play Deadlock. And we have reached a point at Malaise 5 where I note a distinct lack of progress, which kind of makes me not want to play. Nerves of Steel, however, very fun weapon. Anything where you can control the crit, really good. But yeah, that's it for today. Short one again. Like that's as lately is really short because I get frustrated with it. But yeah, I thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice evening. I hope you have a nice weekend. Because I don't know if I'll hear tomorrow. And I hope you have a good night later on. Or right now if it's like 1 AM for you. And therefore, goodbye.